G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video we're going to be going through the team building guide for the INT Gamma 1 and 2 who just dropped. Obviously really hype, so before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do team building guides for all the new units that come out in EZA, so make sure to check them out. But we'll jump straight on into it here. For our details, we got a ton of teams, so we won't run through all of them there. But what it is worth noting is that the Gammas do lead superheroes with a full 200%. So in terms of their links here, they have Android Assault, Red Ribbon Army, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So you may be thinking that that is a pretty common link set, and you'd be, well, sorry, that you've seen that link set before. They share the links when they go into their standby, so you can rock with that. But this is what I'm talking about here. So they do share 6 links with both the STR Gamma 1 and the AGL Gamma 2. So AGL Gamma 2 is very much offensively focused, but I do believe they've breathed another bit of life into the STR Gamma 1 here. So in terms of our 4 linking partners, I can't even remember that guy's name, but you got him in him there. You got the physical androids, the physical topo, and the STR dispo. Now they're not out on global as of yet, but I thought they were worth mentioning because rocking a special pose team is actually a really effective option for these guys later on. Um, just not quite yet. So we've also got the AGL Dispo. I guess if he likes super easy A's at some point, that could be an option. And then we've also got the INT Universe 7. So they've got their easy A recently on the JP side of the game, and they are really, really busted. So then jumping down to our 3 linking partners, and this is where you'll probably find a lot of the units that you are going to be running on teams with the INT Gamma 1 and 2. So we've got the STR Beast Gohan, the physical Ultimate Gohan, the INT 17 and 18, the AGL Broly, the AGL 21, and then also the AGL UI Goku. Remember, UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta are getting their Easy A's mid next week. Continuing on with the theme of 3 links, we've got the Tech Rebrian, the physical Broly Chilan Lemo, who just got their Easy A as well, the INT Ginyu Force. So probably a unit that not a lot of people have, but they are phenomenal on a special posed, like a full special pose team. So that'll very much come to play when Topo comes out. We've got the Tech Super 17, a unit that just needs an easy A, but realistically that is the type of easy A that could drop at any time there. We've got the STR Cell Max, a unit that is also not out on global yet, but also the physical Boo Tank. So we know Boo Tank's got his easy A already on global, and he is insanely good. So that jumps into the team building here. So for this one, we've got the full superheroes team, so the INT Gamma 1 and 2's lead. This is as if you were running them on rotation. So as I mentioned, we've got them as our lead. We've got the STR Gamma 1 here, the STR Beast Gohan, physical Goku and Vegeta, who just got their easy A, physical Gogeta, and then also the Tech Vegito. So as I mentioned, this one is if you're running the Gammas on rotations, you'd be running a rotation of them with the STR Gamma 1, and then on the other rotation it is STR Beast, and you could either go with the physical Goku Vegeta or the physical Gogeta. It's really up to you. I don't think either will overly outperform the other. From there, obviously, you're going to float the one that you don't want on rotation. You're going to float the Tech Vegito. Obviously, he works best as a slot 3 unit with the ability to dodge and cause a bunch of damage. And then you'd also be floating the friend. So, lot of orb changing between the Goku, Vegeta, and Gogeta. And then you've also got the support of the floating friend as well. So, I think this team will work pretty effectively. The next team we've got is if we're rocking an STR-led Beast team, and this is for right now. So I will have the next slide will be another Beast team, but for right now, with the units available, this is definitely a viable team. it would be the STR Beast as our leader, Physical Gogeta, Tech Orange Piccolo, the INT Gamma 1 and 2, Physical Goku Vegeta, and then the STR Kabe. So we've got Kabe in there for his STR support for both of the Beast. What you can do is swap out Orange Piccolo on this one if you don't care about getting the unit super off. And you can swap him for the STR UI Goku. That will then allow you to get Kabe's guard, which could be really effective too. But anyways, for the sake of this team build, it would be a Beast on each rotation. And then I would probably go Beast with Gogeta and then Beast with the Blue Goku and Vegeta. I'd use the Gammas and Tech Piccolo as floaters. Means that Piccolo is always going to get his super off before getting hit, which is going to be really valuable. He's going to have the ability to use that giant transformation. For the Gammas, they'll be providing their support. And then we've got STR Kabe, who, as I mentioned, provides that STR support and the orb changing. So can be really valuable there. And then what we've got here is a Beast Gohan team for what we could utilize mid next week, where we know that UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta are easying on the 31st, and they become literal must runs on just about any team that you can. So we've got the STR Beast as our lead, AGL UI, INT Evolution Blue Vegeta, the Physical Blue Goku and Vegeta, Physical Gogeta, and the INT Gamma 1 and 2. So a bit of a mouthful pronouncing all of that team. But for the rotations of this one, I'd be going a Beast Gohan on each rotation. He's just going to be our staple to sit in slot 1. And then I would go the AGL UI on one rotation, INT Evolution Blue Vegeta on the other. So that's going to leave us with some phenomenal floaters. So we're floating Blue Goku and Vegeta, big damage, good link set, and the orb changing. Physical Gogeta, who's going to have that orb changing, can perform multiple supers as well, and then you can eventually transform. And then also the INT Gammas, who have their 50% support. So this is going to be literally one of the go-to teams on Global come next week. It will destroy content like there's literally no tomorrow. So another team is the Movie Heroes team. So Physical Gogeta from part 1 is the 200% for that team. We've got them there as our leader. We've got the STR Beast Gohan, Physical Goku, the INT Super Saiyan Trio, STR Gogeta, and then the INT Gammas like finishing out the team here. So for this one, it would be Beast and the INT Super Saiyan Trio together. And then on the other rotation, it'd be Physical Gogeta with Physical Godku. So Godku would sit in slot 1 with his ability to dodge there. We'd then float the friend Gogeta with his orb changing. Float the STR Gogeta with his ability to dodge in slot 3, perform multiple supers, all of that really good stuff. And then we'll have the INT Gammas again floating with their support. As I'm sure you can tell from like what we've gone through so far, I do much prefer to run the Gammas as a floating unit in like contrast to running them on rotation. So this team will be really good for knocking over a lot of those movie hero missions that always seem to prop up. The next team we have is an artificial Lifeforms team. So for this one here, we've got the Tech Fat Boo as our leader. Did just get their Easy A and become really useful. So very handy to have that available to us here. We would then have the INT Gamma 1 and 2. Obviously the feature of the video. The STR Gamma 1, the physical Boo Tanks who transforms into Boohan, Tech Mr. Boo, and then also the physical Kid Boo as well. So for this team, I'm sure you can imagine, it would be rocking both of the Gammas together. They will be a phenomenal combo because, as I said, I do believe we've given STR Gamma 1 quite a bit of new life. And then I'd be going Boo Tanks with, with Kid Boo. So that's then going to allow you to float both of the Tech Exchange Boos. The reason that that will be pretty viable is because once you get that transformation into Skinny Boo, Evil Boo, whatever you want to call him, you'll have the damage reduction and the 50% chance to dodge as well. So that'll be really effective there. And then you've also got the Tech Mr. Boo floating with his double orb changing. He gets the damage reduction. He's just a really, really handy sort of orb changer to have on any team that you can run him on, because yeah, you get those rainbow orbs for him and his damage reduction jumps right up. So a team that I think we get a mission for this to go up against Beast Gohan, so this could be one effective way of knocking over that mission for sure. So the next team isn't as good on global as it will be when we get physical topo, but it is the special pose team. So currently led by the AGL Gamma 1, we will eventually get topo. But for the time being, we'll use Gamma 2 as our leader here. We then got the INT Gamma 1 and 2, STR Gamma 1 again. The INT Ginyu Force, who I mentioned is phenomenal on a special pose team. The STR Rikumen Guldo, and then the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So for this team, I would be going the Gamma 1 and 2 next to Gamma 1. I just prefer the defensive power of Gamma 1 over the offensive Gamma 2. And then I'd be going Rikumen Guldo alongside the INT Ginyu Force. Because, yeah, the INT Ginyu Force is definitely a bit underrated here. That's going to then leave you to float both your own AGL Gamma 2 and the friend, and then also the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Gotenks will be able to provide that support. He's got the dodging ability, he can get the damage reduction. Just a really valuable unit to run on, like literally any team you can put him on. So and then the final team here, you're not going to get the most out of the Gammas on this one, but it is the AGL Broly team. And the reason I mention this team is because you are able to run all 4 anniversary LRs here. So we've got the AGL Broly, we've got the physical Gogeta, STR Beast, the Tech Vegeta, who's insanely good, the INT Gamma 1 and 2, and then also the physical Goku and Vegeta. So in terms of this team's rotations, it would be Beast Gohan with the physical Gogeta. Will be a very tight tandem there, or you could run the Gamma 1 and 2 on rotation with Beast. That would also work pretty well with the support, and maybe for the sake of it you might want to do that. The other rotation would be AGL Broly with the Tech Vegeta. That's literally just one of the best combos in the game at the moment. And say if we are going to run Gamma 1 and 2 with Beast, you'd then be floating Gogeta with his orb changing, the friend Broly, and then also the physical Blue Goku and Vegeta, who are going to have, again, the rainbow orb changing. They can get their damage reduction, 24 key, the crits, guaranteed extra supers, all of that really good stuff. So there you go, guys. That is the team building guide for Gamma 1 and 2. As we scroll through the teams here, Special Pose is going to be so much fun when we get those extra upgrades, artificial life forms for the mission, movie heroes, but it's going to be this Beast Gohan team mid next week, which is going to be the dominant force on global. But either way, let me know your thoughts on all of the team builds down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.